Hello everyone, this is a quick look at the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Supersonic Jet for 2022. I bought this for its suggested retail price of $20 US. It comes with 215 pieces, and I built it live over on Twitch. Now, no matter what I say that I think this looks like, no matter what I say I think it looks like, even if it looked exactly like one specific plane, I've been on the internet since 1995 or so. I know that most comments will just be complaining with my suggestion and telling me, actually, Jang, it doesn't look like that whatsoever. You are completely wrong. Well, I don't care about that. I'm going to tell you what I think it looks like anyway. I think it looks most closely inspired by a YF-32, although this is a twin-engine craft, and it also has a rather raised cockpit section that reminds me of a Sukhoi aircraft of some sort. And it's also got the twin engines. It's clearly not intended to be a direct replica of any one specific aircraft. But I wanted to throw out the two things that I personally see in it. It's not supposed to be a fighter jet though, because this is Lego after all. So it's just a supersonic air show jet is what they're going for. By the way, stand is included. How cool is that? Is that not the first time that Lego has done like a traditional model airplane stand for a model airplane? I think that's really cool. The color scheme of this I think is nice. The whole build went together fairly simply. I mean, 215 pieces, this is a pretty sizable thing for 215 pieces, and has some interesting shaping to it, you know, with the downward slope of this entire nose section and the subtle downward slope of the wings, the subtle dihedral there, anti-dihedral actually. And what else was interesting about it? Just the shaping that they got in here with genuine building, with the tiling work that goes in there. Also a little bit of stacking back here just creates a nice little shape. So yeah, it's pretty proper. You know, it's good to see. It felt good to put together, and it also has gear, and you do have to manually deploy that, which is no big deal. But there you go. Those come down. I'll go ahead and take this off its stand now and plop it over on the ground. Oops, only got one side down. There we go. That's a pretty nice stance, and there you can see a little bit more the Sukhoi kind of stance that it has, especially up front. Sorry about the brief lack of focus there, but yeah, this thing looks pretty nice. I guess you can also kind of see a little bit of F-16, but no, it's more. It's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. You can change the angles of these ever so slightly from vertical to just out like that. I'm not sure what these surfaces are intended to be. I think they're just supposed to look cool. You know, they're clearly oversized and everything, and yeah, it's just nice. Now, the first alternate build is an offshore catamaran racer, which has a very simple build to it. As you can see right here, you can see most of the interior of it. I mean, that's really straightforward, but I think that the finished product looks very nice and definitely very clearly looks like what it's intended to be with the twin cockpits. It has a pretty good set of proportions on it. Yeah, I think that's also done very well for such a simple set. And then the other alternate build is a helicopter. This is also a pretty proper looking build, although it is lacking a tail rotor. You have to imagine that a little bit. This one also has a pretty straightforward core build to it, as you can see here. Like that's just the main part of it. And the most interesting thing here is just a little bit of sideways construction with the pair of brackets for the engines, you know, to mount all that up there. But yeah, I think it's effective. I think that it looks nice. It was a good reuse of the Technic parts that are used for the gear to get the rotor to swing there. So I think a nice use of parts, nice hiding of parts. I definitely could feel while building the main set the main version, that they were hiding parts in there to make them available for the alternate builds. And I feel perfectly fine with that, because it's definitely valuable to have good alternate builds like these. And I think that they provide good creative fuel for a lot of kids of all ages. When you build the main jet, these are the only parts that are left behind, and there were no stickers for this set, of course. $20 US feels completely reasonable for this. I feel like it's a really good use of that amount of money. I love the fact that a stand is included. The alternate builds are worthy and interesting, and definitely, I think, worth pursuing for folks that, have an interest in something other than this. But probably, as usual, most folks will just build the main model and be super happy with it, or use it as a parts pack. Either way, I think that you get your money's worth here, if not a little bit more. The thing that I like absolutely least about the main build is that the nose is not a cone; it's squared off. It's a pyramid, and you could say the same thing about the jet exhausts back here, but that bothers me even less. Neither really bugs me because, it is Lego, and I think that this fits a lot better than a cone would, because if you stick a cone on at the front, well, then what else are you going to use to smooth it off? No, I think the shaping here is very good. I think a lot of good decisions were made, and though this is a relatively simple set, it is a good one, and a good, just put it this way, something that I think that Lego can be proud of, and something that I think that many a Lego fan can be proud of as well. Thank you for watching. That's it for now. Bye.